following segment is sponsored by Eastern Title and Settlement and the Mortgage Link. Well, after years of rapid price increases, the housing market is rebalancing, giving buyers more favorable conditions than in the recent past. Joining us today to tell us more is Min Hugh of Eastern Title and Settlement, Marielle Cabin from Realty One, along with Carrie Reel from the Mortgage Link, who also has our deal of the day. Welcome back to Great Day Washington. Great to see you all.
You too.
Yes,
Good to be
Carrie, thank you. Yeah, we love starting with that deal of the day.
Yeah, well, for all the buyers that are out there that have been on the fence waiting for a softer market and lower rates, well, it's here. Time to reach out to your lender, to your realtor, and start asking questions and see where you are. So we're highlighting a 30-year fixed rate. If you're purchasing or refinancing, give us a call. We've got 5 3/4 available with a 0.5 point, and that's based off a $600,000 loan with 780 credit score. So give me a phone call. We'll do your scenario. These rates are dropping, and it's a perfect time to go ahead and get back in the game.
Yeah, great time for that. And QR code, right?
Yeah, for all the people that currently own a home, and actually for buyers, click on that QR code, log in. There's some information in there. It'll tell you the value of your property. In addition to that, for the buyers, it will help you make up a list of properties that will fall within what your price range is.
Excellent. So just hit that QR code right there. Wonderful. Marielle, talk about these big opportunities right now for buyers.
Yes, so buyers, it is your time to shine. All year we have been waiting for this market to really soften. And from the beginning of the year, we started to see a steady progression of inventory, new homes coming onto market every single week. But what we saw this summer was just longer days on market. The stretch from it becoming a home coming on the market and sold the first weekend. But what we started to see is anywhere from 2 weeks, 30 days to 60 days in some parts of the DC metro, which gives buyers more options to find the right home. And as Carrie said, with the rates dropping, this brings up affordability all the more for buyers to jump into the market at this time.
Yeah, for sure. I would think there's a lot of seller concessions that are happening right now since the houses are remaining on the market for so long.
Everything is on the
You can
table.
negotiate. Yeah, that's why you need a good realtor like Marielle. She's going to walk through your scenario and design a particular, purchase price, whether you need closing costs, et cetera, reduce your cash to close, but it's all negotiable.
Yeah,
absolutely. And nationally, I want to say 44% of contracts that have come in with seller concessions. So with additional options for buyers to look for homes right now, that's bringing sellers to become more flexible in terms of the list price they see.
Right.
I want to say last week, 1 out of 10 homes experienced a price reduction, meaning that in order for sellers to sell their home, they're going to have to raise their conditions. And that kind of brings back that leverage for buyers to really negotiate, which just hasn't been seen in these last 5 years.
Yeah, that's great news. And there's less bidding wars, is that right? They're just, because sellers just have, like you said, everything's on the table, so they have more time and they can really kind of ask for what they want.
Absolutely.
Now, Min, what goes into a title exam when they come to see you?
So we do title exam where we have to insure title. So we have to do a 60-year-old search on the property and also judgment search, any UCC, everything has to be checked out before we can actually insure the title for the buyers. And it's a one-time policy that covers for the whole duration of their ownership. And what's another benefit of it is, if come down with the rates dropping and these buyers want to refinance out of a higher interest rate, they actually get a 40% discount off their next lender's policy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good to know. I think we already talked about it, but once again, if someone's just sitting there on the fence, what do you say to them right now?
Get up, talk to us, let's get the conversation
You're being
going.
nice.
I know.
What you're going to say to
Right
them.
now is the time
Yeah.
to buy it. Even with a higher rate, you can refinance out of it once the rate drops anyway. So, don't let the rate hold you back, because this is the perfect time you can go in, negotiate, and do everything that you wanted to find that perfect house for yourself.
Yeah, and for a lot of buyers, sometimes it's just getting into that next tax bracket or the next buyer bracket that really fits their home's or family's needs for where they need to be. So this is a great time. If you're on the fence, please come and talk to a licensed real estate agent, a lender, and let's get the conversation started.
Yeah, you got the dream team right here. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
We're going to have another look of the deal of the day. And for more, the number to call is 833-MTG-LINK or visit themortgagelink.com. And you can also scan the QR code on your screen right now to see the value of your property. And be sure to follow the Real Estate Top Performers on YouTube to get more advice on buying and selling a home in today's market.